Why do some companies hate remote work so much? Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's call it what it really is: control, fear, outdated mindsets, and a desperate, pathetic attempt to cling to a reality that no longer exists. If you've ever been forced back into an office when you were thriving remotely, if you've ever sat in traffic for an hour just to open a laptop in a gray cubicle, if you've ever felt the soul-crushing weight of a pointless commute, then you already know. Some companies don't just dislike remote work. They despise it. They fight it like it's a threat, because for them, it is a threat. A threat to what? To their power, to their ability to micromanage you, to the illusion that productivity is measured by hours in a chair instead of actual results. It's a threat to the managers who have built their entire careers on watching people work instead of measuring what gets done. And let's be real. Some of them don't know how to lead without physical presence. They don't trust their employees because deep down, they don't trust themselves. They've mistaken authority for leadership, control for culture, supervision for strategy. And so they force you back. They invent excuses. Collaboration is better in person. No, it's not. You've been in those offices. You know what happens. Endless meetings that should have been emails, fake smiles, wasted time. Company culture is stronger when we're together. Is it? Or is it just easier to micromanage, to demand pointless updates, to guilt-trip employees into working longer hours because they're physically there? And then they try fear tactics. Remote work kills careers. They want you to believe that if you're not in the office, you'll be forgotten. That promotions will go to the people who show up in person, who play the game, who stay late just to be seen staying late. And you know what? In some companies, that's true. But not in good companies. Not in companies that actually care about results instead of optics. But here's the truth that terrifies them the most. Remote work has exposed the frauds. It has stripped bare the myth that work only happens under fluorescent lights, that long hours equal high productivity, that sitting in a cubicle equals commitment. And they hate that. Because the moment employees got a taste of freedom, the moment they realized they could be just as effective, if not more, without wasting their lives in an office, everything changed. So, what do? If you're trapped in one of these companies, if you feel the walls closing in, if you're being forced back when you know remote works for you, you have 3 choices. 1, you can accept it. You can go back, swallow your frustration, and pretend this is fine. But let's be real. That's not why you're here. You're watching this because you know something is wrong. 2, you can fight it, you can push back, gather data, show your results, prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are just as, if not more, productive remotely. Some companies will listen, some managers will evolve, but others, they'll dig in, they'll gaslight you, they'll tell you that you are the problem for even questioning it, and that leaves you with option 3. You leave. You take your skills, your talent, your value, and you go to a company that actually respects you because they exist and they are winning. The companies that embrace remote work, they are attracting the best talent. They are outpacing their competitors. They are thriving while old school, rigid, control-obsessed companies are bleeding employees, losing money, and scrambling to figure out why. You have power. You have options. You are not trapped. The world has changed, and the companies that refuse to change with it will be left behind. So, ask yourself, do you want to be part of the past, or do you want to be part of the future? Because remote work isn't a perk. It's not a privilege. It's the new reality. And the companies that fight it, they're fighting a losing battle. Don't let them take your freedom. Don't let them lie to you. You know what works. You know what's right. Now act on it.